Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live stream feedback. We are getting down today. My name is Dripment, and we have 15 tracks submitted for today's session. We're going to basically go over how loud you are, how wide you are, and how good you sound. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love doing these feedback sessions. You guys have been submitting some heat and some fire, and I hope that continues. So let's go ahead and check out what's going on. Our first submission is going to be from Acesso. This is my homie. We go and rage. We've been producing together. He's been leveling up a lot, so this is good to see that he submitted this week. And we'll go ahead and check out his track called Near Death. Let's run it. Can't hear it? Okay. Go ahead and check the audio. 1 second. We're going to reopen Ableton and the audio should be fixed. Okay, cool. So open up Ableton. We got our tracks. Hopefully the audio is working now, but you guys just let me know if it is or not. And we'll check. Okay, cool. Test, test. Yes. Going to Megadeth? Okay, awesome. Maybe we'll listen to your song before you go. Can you guys hear anything? Okay. Yeah. OBS isn't getting the audio. 1 second. That's weird. Everything should be working. Let's try something else. I don't know what this new output is. So weird. All right, let me load up something to play in the meantime. And we can make sure this is actually playing audio and do a test. Okay. Don't see anything. Yes. Ooh.
Yo, fuck that shit.
Yes. Bounce. Hey. What a way to start it off. Let's hear that first drop one more time. All right, sick. All right, nice. There we go. Sorry for the technical malfunctions. Sample rate is stupid sometimes, and I guess you just gotta check it all the time. So make sure you do that. This is a good submission. Accesso, Near Death. The things that we do need to work on though right away would be loudness levels. At the drop, we're about -6 LUFS, but this type of music should be a little bit louder. We want to definitely hit around like -3. So use your LUF meter and start metering the sound so that you can see exactly how loud it is. If you look at the width, you can see we're getting wide enough, but we can tell we're not loud enough because all of these little bits are not like hitting the top of this. And if you look at that bass too, that's more mono. We could actually add some width during that bass section to really fill out the stereo image, which will make it sound fat. Remember, keep that mono signal, add the stereo width with parallel processing, and you can get that sound. Also, you want to use more silence in your fills in this. There's a lot of sound going on, so if you incorporate more silence and more cool fills, you'll be able to get a nice, unique sound, and that'll add tension and heaviness during the drop. So definitely do that. Otherwise, it's really good. Good song arrangement, very good energy in the intro to build up to drop. Good second drop, except at the end, you could fill it out a little bit more back here. But otherwise, really good. And like I said earlier, you are leveling up your production skills. My dog, keep on making bangers. That's what I'm talking about. Next submission, we got Exposed and Vice. ID. Well, let's run it. Let's go, let's go. it'd be like that. Nice. That was amazing. Very future bassy, but God, you just took it like heavy dubstep route, and that's just amazing. This is the future of music. We are hearing it live. Unfortunately, this song is only 1 minute and 30 seconds, so please finish it, release it. The mixing is perfect. You can hear the sub really fat and well. Snare is so loud and crisp and multi-layered, and the energy is just amazing. So yeah, definitely you guys need to collab some more and keep making them bangers. It's hard to give much feedback on it because the timing is really perfect. Drop is very unique. If you saw during the master, we're running like -3 LUFS. It's very loud. The stereo imaging is really sick. The fills are like mono, and then the drop is like stereo. So it just makes great dynamics. It's awesome. Good job, man. That's what I'm talking about. Next, what we got going on here? Let me get inside the Discord so we can see what's been submitted. So basically, we have the Cloud Fox Long Range Sniper featuring L Dog. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, cool. Let's run it.
It's raining outside, but now I got my Glock. I got a ciggy, don't get wet in my way. I smoke you like a ciggy. Mine's not hot, whoa. If you don't catch that last bar, that's about a cigarette. I pull out the back like a new boy. You smoke like a mob. Oh, you're sitting on the camel's back. Why you sitting there? I got a long range sniper. You're sitting on the camel's back. Fuck that. I put up with the many straps. I got so many of this.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Hold up.
I got a long range sniper. I got a long range sniper.
Let's go.
I got a long range sniper. I got a long range sniper.
I got the long range sniper. Hey. I got the long range sniper. Bear it. Nintendo.
Pull up like blazers, man. Hornets, I shoot you in the face. It's not Mike Jack, but I do smooth criminal. Fuck is
This smooth criminal. Hey, okay. You know, I gotta say, I like the resampling. I don't know where that's from, but dope. That's pretty unique. That's sick. I like it. Now, I like the sound design a lot. Really dope and heavy. I think it's sick. I think in this section right here, you know, you kind of like have like this silence section if you listen. This should kind of be like more before, during the downbeat of the, right when the drop starts. That'll add a lot of tension and energy right when the drop hits, and then you keep it going with the basses. That's always a good technique. But using this for dynamics in your drop is what you want to do a lot with everyone's song. Now, the main thing is this song is just not loud enough at all. We're at -12 LUFS. Now, on the other song that we just listened to by Acesso, that we can actually get away with playing at the club because it's loud enough to, you know, kind of play with the other songs. But if you tried to play this song next to another song while DJing, it'd be significantly lower. And because of that, you wouldn't have a lot of energy. Even on my audio interface, I have to turn it up all the way just to hear it. And that's not a good sign. So make sure that you focus on mixing loud and then use compression to make things louder with your groups and then the master as well. You can start pumping everything as needed. But I like the sound design. The timing and everything was perfect except for the build-up here. There's like a vocal build-up. You just got to be careful with these because they need to be perfectly on time or else you'll lose the energy in the build-up. So just fix the timing of the way the vocal is building up. And you, sir, got yourself a nice sounding track. It is a banger nonetheless because the sound design's sick, heavy. That's what I like to hear. Keep on making it. You got this. What do we got next? We got my first demo song. And this is, I believe, from Wonder. No, Nivera. Nivera or Wonder. Let's check it out. Hold on, it's warped. Fixed. Well, that's all that was submitted by Wonder. But this is the first demo song that's said here. So I got to say, it's not that bad. You got some good drums. You got a good bass line. It doesn't seem out of key too much. Everything's nice. It could be a little bit louder. And also, when we listen to something like this, if we don't have the build-up, it's hard to tell how much energy there is during the song. So you definitely want to build up when sending anything. That'll create more energy. But it sounds good. Keep working on it. And study like other mid-tempo artists to see how they're making their call and response during the drops. Because you could benefit from that as well. Next, we got Nar Shred. Gatekeeper. Let's go.
Cathedral sanctuary. Time to make your peace, as it will be your final resting place. You will be annihilated. This farce has been entertaining, but that's enough. That's enough.
Oh. Damn. Wow. We got some energy in here. Woo. Dude, this in section got me hype, man. I mean, the whole thing got me hype, obviously. Super high energy, perfect timing, very loud, super loud, -2, ear-crushing loud, which isn't bad because the mix is clean, right? When you get this loud, it's hard to make your mix clean, but he's achieved it, and that's what we like to hear. The drop has a lot of high energy. The sustains are used really well throughout the drop. It's hard to give much feedback because any feedback at this point would just be subjective, you know? The song's awesome, and I can tell you're leveling up by the submissions in the previous weeks. So Nar Shred, keep on doing it. I mean, I could think of one thing maybe to say is like, there's too much high frequencies, which isn't bad, but think of it like this. If there's so many high frequencies playing throughout the whole drop, you could add some dynamics by switching between all these high frequency basses and then like mid to low frequency basses and going back and forth between your frequencies now, which is, you know, advanced mixing, but you're at that point where you can start doing that, and that'll just, you know, keep stepping your game up. But good job, bro. That's what I like to hear. That was Nar Shred, Gatekeeper. Good job. Next, we got Scarpy. We got the Rhythm ID WIP in D. Let's get it. Got that rhythm. Back to the yeah. Oh man, let's go. Whew. Oh, that got me. Good job, Scarpy. Give it up for Scarpy with the Rhythm ID work in progress. Now, I gotta be honest. During the beginning, I was like, I don't know what's about to happen for this second drop. It's probably gonna sound like the beginning. And when I say that, the beginning has some issues because it's too mono. We introduce a new bass in the second drop, which is like a stereo bass, and it adds so much new high frequencies, new stereo width to the song, which is really important. And I recommend that you do that more in the first drop to make it nice and heavy. You don't necessarily have to use the same exact bass, but you want to use similar basses like that to use with call and response and layering in your first drop. On to the second drop. This is sick, but I got to mention this section right here. It's complete fire. And right now, to be honest, I'm on a gram of mushrooms, and this is the section that is activating it the most. So yeah, I don't know. You're making psychedelic music at this point, so just keep running it like that. Make sure it's a little bit louder. Maybe get to like -5 LUFS, and make sure that you add some basses with width in combination with your mono basses. Otherwise, it's good. I like the rhythm. Dope, dude. Next, we got Bedtime Prayers. And this is from Sunny D. Cool. Hey. Ooh.
If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord, Lord,
Uh-oh.
my soul to take.
Right.
Damn, Sonny, where'd you find this? I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord, my soul to take.
Yes, sir.
I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Ooh. Yeah.
Damn, Sonny, where'd you find this?
And that's Finn. That was awesome. Honestly, man, that was amazing. The creativity on the intro and the creepiness of the like Bible prayer is just insanity. And it was used really well because your timing is perfect. The energy's good. The sound design's awesome. The only thing is this song is just not loud enough. It like literally sounds like it's finished and ready to be sent to a mastering engineer. Like that's what it sounds like. You can master it yourself really easily. Just go to your master, add a very nice compressor or multiple of them. And then that's also going to make the sub a lot louder. So just turn down your sub, make sure there's headroom there. And then you can make it louder. And then get your LUFS, get a metering plugin like this or the Julian mastering, the free one. And then you can actually see your LUFS. You know, you want to get to like around -5 to -3. And you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. Otherwise, good job. That was awesome. That was Bedtime Prayers by Sunny D. Keep on making bangers. Thank you for sending me your banger. And next we have Error Code, drum and bass. Let's get it. Uh-oh. Hey, oh, why did that end so soon? That was cool. I liked it. Obviously not loud enough. We're at -12 LUFS, which is too low. You know, my audio interface, it can't turn up anymore. And on these past two songs, so you guys need to start using your compressors and make things louder. But very good. Nice and wide. Good energy on the drop. I like the energy. I like the way you brought this up. And, you know, you really knew how to delay like the basses during the drop, which I find is amazing that you know that already. So good job. Keep making drum and bass. Keep practicing. You're going to get a lot better. And then soon, you're going to love yourself and not hate yourself. All right, next. We have, let's see what we got. No name on SoundCloud, but we got Drifters on the Discord uploading the track 9/13/22. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, nice. Hey, that was sounding good during the drop. To be honest, during this intro, it sounds very noisy, like too many basses and too many sounds are going on. Definitely want to fix that. Turn some sounds off, listen to how it sounds like with others, and kind of just go back and forth so you can find a nice flow and nice layering here. And use your EQs to make sure that your frequencies are separated properly. Lows should be by themselves. The mids and highs will live together as well. But make sure your sub is clean by itself. During the buildup, the timing of the buildup isn't perfect, so it loses energy and loses tension during those sections where it feels like it's building up and all of a sudden it stops. It's really important that you fix that. Like during this, it almost seems like it's going on for too long and not building, and then it just starts building. So look at your timing in the 16, 32 bar sections. You want to make sure your builds are pretty much perfect. And I would recommend getting a reference track, putting it into Ableton, looking at how they build their drums and how the timing is there so that you can start replicating the way the timing is layered out and arranged in our buildups. Check out different songs at different speeds so you can learn different ways. The drop sounds good. The only thing I would work on is adding more silence and more fills into your drop so that the loud basses can have nice contrast and dynamics with everything else. But otherwise, I like the future bassy vibe that you're going here. It seems loud enough at -4, -5. And you have width too, so that's good. Good job. Keep on making them tunes. I like it. And next, I believe we have Sabretooth. Yes, we do. And he uploaded the appropriately named Just Fucking Guns and Shit. Let's get this. Perfect timing. Let's go. If you don't stop, someone's gonna have to call the fire department over to your house because it's gone goddamn fire because that song was fire. Because oh my gosh, fire! Oh, I love feeling super high energy songs and feeling like oh my gosh, my heart is like literally pumping and racing because that's how I feel right now. Good job, Sabretooth. That was amazing. The only thing I could really recommend that you add in the drop is just using more silence. It's really loud and super intense. And if you just subtly add some silence to your fills, it will just make it so much next level. Like, for example, when you do it here, when you have all your filters, the dynamic between low volume and high volume is just super, like, it's super intense during these drop moments. So use it a lot. The energy is sick. Good job. I love the intro at the beginning too. The metal guitar, all the guitars, good energy to match the vibe of the drop. The timing's perfect in the build. I think the only feedback I really have for the intro is just adding like a counter melody to your guitar. You have some guitars playing here. I think like a counter melody to this ARP is what I'm thinking at the intro. But otherwise, dude, good job. That was amazing. You're getting really good, and I'd love to hear it. Definitely loud enough. Definitely wide enough. Keep on submitting, man, and have fun at your show tonight. Next, we got a huge submission. This is Tang, Lord of War. The Lord of War. This is awesome. Actually, real quick before I play this, which should be banger, I'm going to just go to the restroom real quick and I'll be right back. One moment. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. I am back. Let's get it. Tang, Lord of War. Drop it like it's Rondo. Gosh, man. Oh, wow. All I can say is bravo. The Lord of War comes in kicking and doesn't disappoint. Bruh, you're so heavy. It's crazy. Definitely loud enough. Definitely wide enough. The call and response is perfect. The use, if you can just see here visually, you can see the use of fills and silence are prevalent, and he just uses a lot of creative ways to actually transition between those. Wow. The sub is amazing as well. Very nice and thick. Everything's mixed very loud and clean. You definitely are ready to play at the festival. I just imagine hearing this at the festival and I would go crazy. So yeah, man, keep on making music. Figure out ways to get these songs into the touring DJ's hands so they can start playing them out. So you could start playing, because this shit is fire. Good job, Tang. And thank you for giving people in the Discord tips as you have been. Next, we got the Quick VIP. The Quick VIP. The Quick VIP by the Dawn Extronics. Yo, there's a lot of heat in here right now. Let's get it.
What is your major malfunction, brother?
Oh.
Drop. What is your major malfunction?
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. Gosh, Extronics, as usual, doesn't disappoint. Huge fire. Huge banger. The quick whip. All right, man. Some notable things that I loved. Just the whole going from -2 LUFS basically to like nothing. It's just the craziest feeling. And this is extreme use of dynamics, and this should just be noted that this is insane. Huge use of, I think, auto filter here, which is awesome. The sustain during the drops, the way it rises in pitch is just perfect and heavy. It keeps the tension rising throughout the drop, which is awesome and should be used all the time. Oh, and also the pre-drop was sick. Yeah, the pre-drop was sick. It was clean, nice vocal. Dude, good job, man. I recommend you just naming your songs, finding good album art, start releasing your music. People are going to start paying attention, and then you'll start playing shows all over the United States because you're ready, bro. I can't wait till we DJ. Good submission. Next, we got Metal Orchid. And this is by Ruby Hates Gloom. Let's get it. This is JLS, Metal Orchid. I apologized. Ruby Hates Gloom is next. JLS, as you know, is the one who submits all the amazing melodic time pieces that are just off the chain all the time. Whoa. Oh. All right. For JLS only, we'll allow this one-time resubmission. This song obviously is not loud enough, and for that, I will give it a pass. This is his new updated submission. Lug. Jesus. Oh. I cry. Oh. The perfect chord to end. Hey, let that fade out. Don't cut that. Yo, JLS, man. So, you're one of the only ones who can submit melodic tracks and make them heavy. It is very impressive every single time. It's really awesome how you incorporate the melodic fills during the drop. It just adds so much emotion and energy. I love it. Like I say, every single week, you need to start pumping out your music, make your art around your music, right? And then start sending it to everyone, get people to play it out at the festivals, and you yourself can start DJing as well because you're ready. Your music's nice and heavy. It's hard to give feedback on something that I could learn from. The ballad at the end, beautiful. The ending chord, beautiful. Good job, man, as usual. I love that you're in the Discord helping other people and sharing what you got. And keep on submitting. Keep on making bangers. Next, we got Ruby Hates Gloom, The Hazard, work in progress. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, even though this is really short, this is still a work in progress submission, and this is good. From this, I can see how loud you are. I can see how wide you are. Let's check the width. And you see we're good on width, good on loudness. And then right here, when you switch from this obvious switch in timing is really nice, prevalent, dope with the bass. I think with the sub, you could just, you could just make sure there's a clean sine wave. You can layer on amounts of distortion and start adding on some more distortion, which would be cool. And start layering some more with your basses just to add subtle flair to the actual basses. But good. Definitely keep writing this. I like this as well, the intro. During your downbeat though, you want to work on like call and response. Work with some silence, some more. I know there's silence going on after each one of these, which makes a big difference, but you can work with some more during the downbeat section as well. Otherwise, good job. Good submission. Next, we have Odd Cobra, and we have The Wrath of a Succubus, featuring Sam Casino demo. Let's get it.
Succubus took my heart, I don't know where I should start. This shit here is just my art, I'm just trying to play it smart. I don't wanna see the light, live in darkness and in fright. I do all of this in spite, I am not feeling alright. What the fuck you wanna hear? This shit here is my career, I can see it crystal clear. Your life I might commandeer. I'm just sitting all alone, deep up in the firestone. I don't need no chaperone, cause I ain't never going home. I'm just getting in my zone, get the fuck up off my throne. Bumping music in my phones, I am higher than your god. I be hearing the applause, yeah I wanna see you not. I'm just kicking it with my squad, you don't really want the rap. Better step out on my path, I know you will never last. We gon' leave you on your ass.
Every smile is just a frown, waiting to be turned upside down. Upside down. Make me feel.
I'm just getting in my zone. Get the fuck up off my throne.
I'll rip off your eyelids. Upside down. Make me feel.
Suck your bitch, took my heart. I don't know where I should start. This
Wow. Well, I got to start off with the good things. Your drop is completely fucking amazing. Dude, that is so heavy. Your sound design is so next level. Your fills and transitions, as mentioned in the chat, are on point. The vocals that you add during the drop are sick. Very next level. But this is a feedback session, and I got to let you know that the vocal is just... All right. First, I got to just, in general, EDM for some reason is adding a lot of just basic vocals that sound like a fourth grader is rapping or a fourth grader wrote it. They're basically just rapping in halftime. Hip hop and trap music has evolved to a point where people are rapping in different rhythms and switching between double time and halftime and triplet flow. And when I don't hear it, when someone's doing vocals, it just sounds so basic and old and not good. And honestly, your drop is so heavy, so next level, that adding these vocals in the song is just like almost disrespectful to the song because they're not good. They sound out of key, and he's just not rapping to a point where it's adding energy to the intro and build up, which is what a vocal's supposed to do in a song like this. I really like the idea that you're using the vocal to like Wrath of a Succubus, but you have to rework it. And if you're working with this guy, you need to give him this feedback and don't just let him rap over your songs, because you are making gold and you need to treat it like gold. Good job, bro. Odd Cobra, making bangers. Keep on submitting your bangers. Next, we got Sick Boys. And this is... No. Where is it? Here it is. Sick Boys. Tidal Wave, work in progress. This was uploaded by Marco. Let's get it. Ooh. Nice, nice. That was sick, boys. Tidal wave work in progress. There are some things that you need to work on right away. The whole drop is like a dubstep drop. It's supposed to be high energy, heavy. We're pulling like -8 LUFS, which is pretty low volume. If we were to DJ this song next to like a Murata track at -3 LUFS that's really loud, this would sound significantly lower in volume. So you definitely want to fix that. Use compression to your groups, use it on your master, get things pumped up, shoot for like -5 to -3 LUFS to get that energy that you want. Also, some big problems with this song are like timing. And what I mean is during the drum, during the actual drop, we have a buildup that just is randomly thrown in here and it's not perfect timing. So when we're dancing to the drop, we're expecting subconsciously a certain timing, and when you just throw a build like a build in the middle of the drop without it being like after 16 bars or 32 bars, it'll sound weird. And I hear what you're trying to do, like how you transitioned it, but you just got to fix the timing. Make sure that the timing is perfect during the drop. It's really important that you don't lose the energy of people dancing. And to keep that in mind, the breakdown is also a really important part of the drop. Transitioning from your like drop here to the breakdown is important, and you want to treat this with care. This kind of just sounds like you just threw in a drum loop right after this with like a war horn or an alarm. It's very abrupt and there's no transition, and if you want to level up your songs to sound professional, I would recommend getting good transitions done during these important sections so that people can keep dancing rather than, just stop dancing completely during the breakdown. Otherwise, good job. Make sure you get it louder. Good job with the sound design. I like that you guys are making some bangers. Keep it pumping. Next, we got Vlad and Theo Colon. I don't know how to say that. I hope I'm saying it right, but let's get it. Anarchism. Go. Let's go. That gets up. We just hit 100 views during the stream. Classic memories. Very Euro. Very French. Energy. go. And that, my friends, is Vlad and Theo, Anarchism. Quite beautiful, I must say. The perfect chord ending with the fade. Nice. Okay, this is very good. Lots of good. Some bad, but let's go over it. First off, this song is different from our usual submissions because this is like some drum and bass speed, right? We can all tell it's a lot faster in speed. This is about like 170 beats per minute here. And because of that, there raises some issues in the drop. You know, if we're listening to this drop and we're expecting a fast drum and bass like drop, you can't really just arrange your basses like you usually do when you're making 140 or 150. And what I mean by that is you have to treat call and response differently. If you listen to a lot of the best drum and bass songs and listen to how they do call and response, it's very like delayed call and response. So it'll be like bromch, and like lots of washouts, lots of delayed, lots of sustained basses, and you're kind of using that fast drum beat to space everything out. With this song, the way that the drums are, you know, like timed, we're dancing in halftime, right? Which halftime of 170 is like 85. So it creates this really weird feeling during the drop that's just not natural. If you're going to make something this fast, use these drum and bass songs as reference tracks so that you can actually see how they're creating the calls and responses, because that's what makes it sound psychedelic. That's what makes it sound high energy. It being just a fast tempo doesn't make it high energy. It's the way you use that tempo and create rhythms with it. Also, I have to applaud you with the amazing emotion that you have in the intro and the intense energy during the breakdowns and the buildups. This is all really perfect and amazing. But remember, this is all the easy stuff that you can learn. Like the sound design and the drops are the hard part, and that's the part that are going to have people coming back. So I would just recommend stop work. I know you guys are probably spending so much time on these intros and buildups, which they're perfect. They're amazing. And when you have your drops done, it's going to create the biggest difference. But stop working on those. Only work on your drops. When you make a new project, build the drop first, spend a lot of time on that, and then you can quickly make your intro and buildup as you guys should. But yeah, work on that. It's definitely loud enough, definitely wide enough. And I'm glad you guys are working together to create some fire. Keep on getting it. Let's get it. Next, we have new track for Para. New track for Para by Morphine. Let's get it. Okay. Hey. Ooh. Oh, and that is the submission from, was it Morphine? What's your name? Morphine. Yeah, new track for Para. All right, man. I see you. I gotta be honest. This isn't loud enough. Very not loud at all, actually. The drop is at -8 LUFS, and if you're gonna make something tear out, which this is, your sound design's amazing, awesome, heavy. I like it. But if you're gonna make a genre like this, it needs to match the other songs of the genre so that when you're mixing them live, there are no issues. And for that, you need to get this song at least like -5 LUFS. -3 LUFS is ideal, but that's really the whole goal, you know, making these things loud and clean at the same time. That's why Marauda is so amazing and he's touring all over the world, is because he can achieve those sounds. So work on that. Also during the intro, the way the melodics are building up, the timing isn't perfect, so you lose energy during the build-up, which needs to be fixed. So work on that. And yeah, just make everything louder. Finish this track. The energy's cool. As you see in the chat, they're mentioning there is no sidechain. There's a tiny bit of sidechain happening, maybe, but you can definitely feel like the sub has no sidechain with the kick. That's a big problem. Make sure that you sidechain at least the sub, or everything else recommended should be sidechained so that you can lower in volume everything in the mix while your kick is playing. So the kick is up front and everything else comes right after. Get your sidechain right. Go on my Discord if you need help with that. We'll help you. But good submission, man. Good job, Morphine. Real quick, we'll download this other track that was just submitted for the one time. And then we'll go in here. Remember to send SoundCloud leaks, please, so this doesn't happen. And we'll go ahead and put that in here today. Next, we got Pulling Back. And this is by, I'm not too sure how to say it, Animeshka. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's get it.
Just came up on the
A. All right, that was Emma Keisha. I'm sorry. I already forgot it. Animeshka. Yeah. Sick. Okay. Good job on the submission. And honestly, this is the first song where we reach the problem of it being too loud and too overcompressed. As you saw in the chat, people are saying too much highs, and they're saying that for a reason. Because during the drop, as soon as the intro starts, there's way too many high frequencies. There's too much noise, like white noise playing with the highs. You need to start taming everything down. Use your EQs to start individually looking through each tracks and taming each frequency so that you don't have all this high frequency buildup when you start compressing it. It sounds like you're doing heavy amounts of compression in the master, which you should refrain from. Mix things loud and use small amounts of compression in the master to achieve a clean, loud sound, which is what we're looking for when we're making this loud dubstep at -3 LUFS. So do that. You're at -1 LUF. You're super loud right now. Just tame it and we'll have a nice clean sound. Your sound design's there. I'm liking it. And submit next time. Let's see if we got that mix a bit better. Up next, we got 6 Feet Deep. This is Savrum. Let's get it.
Ill Gates. Hey. Limit to the handle for your gym overseas. Timothy Leary with the key to your mind's door, son. DMT blend with heart and soul and syringes. Something that you keep within the dirty project. My space stands at the door to your future. Pause. My stillness, I walk through the door. Push, pull, don't sleep. Stay sleep. Your front door squeak. It's like. And then it's like 6 feet deep when you. It's like. Turn the handle for your gym overseas. Timothy Leary with the key to your mind's door, son. DMT blend with heart and soul and syringes. Something that you keep within the dirty project. So I know your soul's Xanta, painted a magenta placenta. Anyone I won't kick the door in. Citrus when I speak, sweet agent orange. My shit stands at the door to your future. Pause. My stillness, I walk through the door. Push, pull, don't sleep. Stay sleep. Open up your mind, baby.
Hell.
Fuck that.
Oh. Hey. Oh, sorry about that. Let's go. Okay. So that was 6 Feet Deep by Dizzy. Good job. I must say, your sound design is on point, but your mixing is not on point. And what I mean by that is, like, the sub is almost too distorted and too loud, while all your mid basses and stuff are like too quiet. And this may be a problem with the way you compress things in the master. Like I mentioned in the previous song, you should mix loud, then add minimum amounts of compression. But you really want your mid basses to be loud and clear in the mix while having a clear, fat, thick sub that you can fill in the mix as well. It's really easy to tell that things are kind of squished together. And that's kind of what it sounds like here. You want to make sure that everything has space to breathe almost. And you can achieve that with, not using too much compression and routing things in a certain way. If you look at my Akuma video, you can see how I routed things to make things sound really good with no effort. So go ahead and check out those tips. Your sound design's really good. Your song arrangement's good. It's loud enough, wide enough. So I really like to see that. Keep working on the mix. Good job. Hit me up in the Discord if you have any questions about any of that. And yeah. Awesome, man. Looks like this is the last submission here. You guys have been awesome. The support has been real. These are my two dogs that have been in the Discord. They have been literally like working together, live streaming, showing everyone what they're doing. They've been making some heat. Let's see what we got. Shout out Tang. Shout out JLS. What is this? Did they name it? It's called SO. Let's go. Let's go. What a great way to end the feedback stream. You guys have been so sick. Tang and JLS once again coming in with some heat. Really, there's not much feedback to give except the timing of the I think you probably used an auto pan to make these like wobblies. The timing of that's off. If you are using the auto pan, click the invert button or change the offset to 180 degrees to fix that issue. And after that, it'll be perfect. It looks like we're loud enough and wide enough as well. I really love how you're making this heavy melodic stuff. We need more of that. You guys are dope. Good song, good timing, good arrangement. You guys need to make a name together maybe and start producing stuff and releasing music as a group. But otherwise, you guys have been awesome. Good submissions today. Lots of bangers. Lots of good feedback was given. I hope you guys submit for the next one. Look in the Discord so you can continue to submit. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on these videos. You guys are awesome. Go in the Discord if you want to chat up with the community and ask questions. Otherwise, have a good day and good night. Thank you for coming. Bye.